Hello, everybody, and welcome to Season 1 preview for the ARCA, Pierce ARCA series. And today I'll be giving you guys rules, regulations, and the schedules for all three series. Or if you want to call it just one series with two divisions to it, because technically that's what it is. So to clear up some things, there will be two separate championships handed out with the West and East series. Those will crown before the Kansas race, which I already just spoiled it to you. Final race is at Kansas. Should expect that since that's what it is in real life. So, for the most part, we're following the same tracks, but it's not the same schedule. There's some different tracks, but for the most part, we're following the same tracks or former tracks. Okay, so first off, thanks for signing up for the series. Uh, Also, stay connected by subscribing to our channel. Other things, join our Discord. They'll give you a lot of information. Keep up with things on there. That's where majority of everything happens. All the magic happens. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and check our website out for all our rules and regulations. Since you sign up for the series, you're required to check that out. You'll not be required to join or follow these links, but of course, they'll be in the description of this video. But it's suggested to stay up with all of stay up with it and check it out. It's just suggested. It just keeps you up to date with all four series. Most of the races will land on Friday and Saturday, but there will be a few that land on Thursday and Sunday. I'm not sure if there will be a race on Sunday. I think there's one scheduled, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I know Thursday night we do have a few races that are scheduled, especially when it comes to the East and West series. So keep that in mind. There is a Thursday afternoon Talladega race. Keeping that in mind, it will be at 1 p.m., I believe. And I apologize for that, but that's the only time that makes a legitimate sense. And that's when they actually race an IRL at Talladega, I believe. And it's on a Thursday. Breakdown on the series. First off, the Nationals, you're going to have 20 races, 6 open races included in that. So 6 open races means there's going to be races where you have to qualify to get in, well, through the regional races. So 11 from each division will move on to the national race. So I know there's only 6 races in total for the regional races. So the 6 races, depending on who's in the point headed in the top 11 of the points in each series during that time of year, they get to go and race to the national series. If that makes any sense. So if we are at Daytona, obviously there's no races, so it's gonna be an open race. Second race of the season, I don't know, I don't remember where it's at, but I'm not gonna spoil it anyway. Whatever, we have like a few regional races. I think we have 2 races between the Daytona race and the actual race, the second race of the season. Top 11 in those 2 races and the point standings after those 2 races get to move on and race in the national race. And it doesn't matter, it's just how it is. Whoever's ahead of the points during that time period, it doesn't matter what your national series rank is. It only matters about your regional race. So that makes the regional races mean something. So again, 22 on normal weeks, all 26 will qualify in open weeks. It doesn't matter. All will qualify. The Michigan race, I'm looking at the possibility of having open signups for people who are signed up in the higher series, so that they be drivers that are currently in spots in the Cup or Xfinity or trucks. That way they get seat time. I'm thinking about doing that, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It may be Discord only because it's going to be a little bit too complicated to make another sign up video for that, I believe, in my opinion. Reminders. So, again, check out our website for all the rules and regulations regarding our series here on GCN. By signing up, you are aware of what rules you must follow and understand the response and be responsible for your actions and by following the rules. Failure to do so will result in penalties and is specified. I can't talk right now on the rule in the rule book. No, there's no appeals process, and again, join our Discord. You don't are not required to, but we are asking you to do so, and you may get opportunities for reserve rides if you do so. Again, the point system. So we are going to follow the ARCA point standings, and there's no chase, no playoffs. So don't even think about that. That's not happening. ARCA doesn't have it. We're not going to have it. Following there. By the way, before I forget, there is going to be stages. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to start the race ahead of time. I am going to pause it during the stage. Like I'm not gonna record it. I'm just gonna let it play out until the lap that we're gonna have the stage on. And I'm going to drive my car on the track and spin out and cause a caution. I know that sounds super dumb, but that's the only way to get stages to work. And that's because we're not having pit stops. ARCA doesn't do pit stops in IRL. We are not going to have pit stops in this series. It just makes more sense. So we'll just do stages. So it'll be like a competition caution. So I will just go drive the car on the track or purposely cause a caution. I will not wreck anybody, and I won't cause any issues. If I do so, I will penalize myself by punishing myself. So yeah, uh, yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you know what I mean. You know the word. So examples. We got so first in points is gonna get 43, and then who's ever is 26. It's 26 finishing position. It'll be 18, and in a normal national race, it'll be 22. And this will be the same when it comes to the East and West series. I'm not gonna change it. This is the exact point standings for all three series, and that's how it's gonna work. And no, your points will not translate from both series. They're gonna be separate point standings. So this is the West region schedule. So first off, we're going to start out with Irwindale for the Enos 125 presented by Napa. This will occur, I believe, the second week of the season, so the week after Daytona. Then we're going to head to Coda. This is going to be the Heartland 100. Following that, we got Evergreen for the Napa 150, Elko Menards 125, and Dell's Joe Share Classic 100. And following that, our final race of the season for the West Series will be at Milwaukee for the Milwaukee Mile 175. So keep that in mind. We will be following the schedule here. This is the exact schedule for the West Series. So if you're signed up for the West Series, you should be aware of the schedule. Keep this in mind. This is going to be your schedule for the year. East region, we are going to go to New Smyrna. I can't pronounce it at half the time. For the Jeep Beach 175 to start the season off for the East Series. Then we're going to head to South Boston for the Virginia 125. We're going to head to Dover for the General Tire 125. And that will be a combination with Cup Series. And there are a couple of these that will be combinations. Most of these races for the ARCA series are combinations with the Cup series or lift or trucks, majority of the time. You can tell what tracks we're not doing that on. They're the smaller tracks normally. 4, we're going to go to Salem for the Kentucky. The Kentucky. I can't do it. I'm from Indiana. I can't even do it. The Kentucky Ford Dealers 100. New Hampshire 100 at New Hampshire, and ending off the year, we're going to go to Langley for the Langley 150, and that will be a night race, I believe. It will start at 6:30. Most of these East Series races will start around 6:30 or 7 o'clock. A couple of the West Series races, and I want to warn you, if you're in Eastern time zone, there is a race that starts at 11 o'clock, so just keep that in mind. It's going to be a late night for those guys that are watching those, people who are watching those. I apologize. We're following the actual time zones, So keep that in mind that we are following legitimate time zones in the series. National schedule, we'll be heading, starting the year off, we're going to head to Daytona, obviously, for the Lucas Oil 200. That will be on Saturday, May 1st, I believe. Yeah, May 1st. That will start at, I believe, 7 p.m. It will be a night race. Martinsville will be the second race of the season for the Blue Emu 150. Third race of the season, we're going to Richmond for the Virginia 150. Fourth race of the year, we're going to Mid Ohio. Gonna be for the Mid Ohio 50. And then we're going to go to Sonoma for the General Tire 75. And so it's 2 road courses in a row, and that was on purpose. We're going to go to 6th race of the season. We're going to Phoenix for the General Tire 150. I'm just going to read off the tracks, not read all the race names. You guys can check those out. The Speedway 125 may switch to 7-Eleven. Just depends if Speedway officially gets bought out by 7-Eleven and switches all locations as 7-Elevens. It hasn't happened yet, so I'm leaving Speedway as its own thing. They haven't actually sold off yet. They're still pending I can't talk. Accusation. Oh my God. I can't talk right now. Sorry about that. You know what I mean? You know the word. So Phoenix, we're gonna go to Las Vegas. 8th race of the season, we're going to Pentagorda. If you guys don't know what Pentagorda is, it's the racetrack that Mr. Watermelon Man himself grew up on. So Ross Chastain. So that is the, I believe, 175. It's in Pentagorda. I forget what the track real name is right now. It's Charlotte County Sports Park is what the old name was for it. But we're just calling it Pentagorda because it's in Pentagorda. And it makes it easier for people to understand. We're gonna go 9th race of the season. We're gonna go to Michigan, and hopefully that lands on 4th of July weekend. That's my hope. Have a feeling it's going to be afterwards, and if it's 1 week after, it's all good. I just hope that lands in July. If it ends in August, oh well. And again, that's an open race, so that's our second open race of the season, and then our 10th race of the season is at Indianapolis Road Course, and that will be an open race as well. Again, Speedway 125 may switch to 7-Eleven 125. It just depends if 7-Eleven actually buys out Speedway and it actually goes through. Federal government has to approve of it yet. They have not done so yet. 11th race of the season, we're going to go to Lucas Oil Raceway, my home track. Yep. We're going to go to Illinois Fairgrounds or Springfield for the 12th race of the season. Pocono for 13th race of the season. That's another open race. Winchester for the 14th race of the season. 15th race of the season, we're going to go to Iowa. And then we're going to, the last 5 races of the season, we're going to go to Bristol. 17th race of the season at Great Way. Talladega, that's an open race. Watkins Glen and Kansas, and that's another open race. And Kansas will end off the season for the Speed Atricious 150. And is that going to work? Oh, that's it. All right. So sorry, guys. I forgot. I didn't make another slide after this. So again, keep that in mind when you are watching the series. You guys can come back to this video whenever you want. It's going to be here for you. So it's got all information on it. We will be releasing a schedule every single week. I'm going to pull up the schedule for this week so that way you guys know what it is. I'm going to open it up here for you guys. And here you go. So this is the series schedule right here. So for this week, keep that in mind when you are watching this week's races. There's a few practice sessions that will be on Facebook Watch, so keep that in mind. And again, we will have the ARCA race at 7:45, so it's close. 7:45 on Saturday, May 1st. So we'll see you guys then, and until then, check out the Corona Cat Lash this Sunday, and we'll be back. We'll see you guys. Won't just be back. We'll see you guys on May 1st for the Lucas Oil 200.